They just started
We're
to get
live.
wriggly.
We're live.
Yeah, you're quiet. Wriggly. What? Hey, okay.
Hey, Hibbo.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear him. Sign language.
Can't hear you. That's better.
Sign language.
Yeah.
All
How are you,
right.
mate? How are you, mate? You speak?
No speak. All right. So in chat we have Bilge, James, Paul, and others coming.
Morning, everybody. And a happy Mother's Day to all your mothers. Your mum,
Yes. Peoples. Good on you.
Hey, mate. Say something.
Wow.
Okay.
Sound.
I
Yeah,
can hear you now.
Is it cold
No,
out there too?
Well, I'll mute you. Better.
Is it cold there, mate?
Yeah, it's freezing.
See, we're all cold.
No, look, t-shirt and boxer shorts.
I'm just trying to set up my microphone on my computer.
Yeah,
Right.
boxer shorts. You don't stand up. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, they're just black. They're not my fancy ones.
All right, good. Okay.
I really don't want to know about your boxer shorts, mate.
Oh, we've got
No,
lots
I
of
thought
people.
you did, but anyway, obviously I was wrong.
There we go, guys. 2 watching and 5 thumbs up. How do we do that?
Four watching now.
Oh. 5. People are getting notified. That's all.
I'll tell you what's good is good week. Not for me, but for Bill's getting his new place, which is fantastic. Really happy for him. You getting stuff sorted to go to Thailand. Hibbo getting back home, so
Yeah.
he's only got a week and a bit to. He got his new place, so
It is that
really
cold.
looking forward to that. Like, just nah, it's not, mate. I'm right. Queensland. But no, it was just great to hear great news from everybody else.
Yeah.
Had the memorial service at 2 a.m. in the States for my brother, so that was pretty shit, but it was good. He got a beautiful send off, and yeah. So yeah, it was a bit different.
Okay.
So keeping a smile on the dial. Yeah.
Cool.
Hibbo's trying to join in twice. Here we go.
Holy cow. Oh, that's terrible. There's 2 of them. Oh, man. One's too many. Shit.
So let's remove
I
him from
can
this.
keep that.
Well, which one do you want? The left one or the right one, Hibbo?
Both.
They
No,
both look as bad as each other.
nah. Which one, mate?
No, you can't go making the rules, Jason.
Oh, there's an echo, too.
There we go.
Jason, you can't go making the fucking rules. If I want 2, I'll have 2.
Oh, hang on. Oh, come here, babe. So,
I'll kick
this is
him
my
out.
granddaughter, Amara. Look there, yeah, baby. Say hello.
Wanker.
What did you say?
What did he say? What word was that? That's a naughty word, isn't it?
Walking.
Uncle
Walker.
Simon.
Shouldn't be here.
Ah,
I'm going to try. Hang on, I'm going to try and
There we
turn this thing off.
she found Poppy. Yep. How good.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So, Hibbo's come back. Don't let him in on the other one. Well, mate, the place is looking fairly bare.
There's nothing in it, mate.
Yeah. So when do you actually start moving?
Friday.
Oh, the birds are all. Sorry about the birds.
You can't do anything. It's nature, mate.
No, that's
Hey,
right.
what do they always say in showbiz? Children and animals.
And I'm working with both of them right now.
Oh, is that what you call your work, mates? Wow, that's pretty.
No,
sad.
you too.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
So you got some interior shots of the new place, mate?
No, not yet. I haven't been there. I haven't even seen it. Mum went and looked at it for me when I was away.
So you got no idea where you're setting stuff up, or?
Oh, no, sort of. Hang on, I'll see if I can find the link.
Is it bigger than where you are now?
Yeah, it's a house. It's a proper house, so.
And you got a garage and that?
Yep.
Lockable?
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's all right.
And Pete,
yeah,
how was
someone
your week?
post that for me.
Hey?
Go to private chat and post that.
Well, I'll let
Someone
I'll
do
let
it. I don't care who.
I'll let Pete do that because I don't know how to do that side of it.
Hurry up, Peter.
I'm busy at the moment.
Doing what?
Oh, a video was supposed to go live 15 minutes ago, and I have it set for tomorrow instead of today. So now I've got to
Well,
fix it.
don't set it for now.
Yeah, I'll set it for in 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
Oh,
Why
yeah,
would you do that?
you've got a bar. You've got a
11.
bar, mate.
Yeah, the
11:50.
bar.
Oh,
What are you gonna set it for today for, Peter? You
no, I haven't.
moron.
That bench is nice and bright, mate.
Here we
What
go.
bench?
Very bright there
Where?
What are you talking about?
on your new house.
Bench. Oh,
Your
the
kitchen.
kitchen bench.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
maybe
love the arch into the shower there. Very.
That's very 1980s WA.
Oh, wow. Yeah, mate, nice little backyard there, fire pit.
No, that's not going to be a fire. Oh, that old barbecue.
Yeah.
Hi, Jim. No one
Hey,
said hello
Jimmy.
to Jim.
Is Jim there? Hi, Jim.
And what are they sticking in for that?
Sorry. It's all good.
How much is that a week?
Hey, Jim. Hey, Paul. Moose.
So what are they-
Moose.
Yeah, mate, what are they
James.
sticking in for that a week, mate?
500.
No way.
Yep.
Is that like a sports field behind you there?
500. Shit.
I don't know. There's nothing. No, there's no. That's a shop with. There's a pub there, which is my local, and there's an IKEA just there as well. And it's
the
only
bottom
5 minutes. 5-minute drive from work or from the head office. So when I'm back in Perth, I can go to the gym every day.
Yep.
It's only a 5-minute walk for Mum to come, so she can clean my house.
Clean your house, yeah.
Yeah. But $500 a week. You have a look at the place I'm in now. There's places in this complex that are going for $475 for the same shit I'm in now.
Wow.
People are wankers, and this
Yeah,
the owner of this place that I'm moving into seems like a decent person. So
Oh, good.
yeah,
Good.
just hope she doesn't want to put the rent up straight away.
Yeah, I was watching on something this morning about how the rental stuff's just going stupid. So
It's a good spot for a pool there in that backyard. Just saying.
Yeah, if I was going to spend $30,000 for someone's house.
yeah. But isn't that the typical hippo? Really appreciate it. Here, have 30 grand for your pool. No worries.
No. There was a person at the RAF base in Darwin in the Marriott quarters who her husband was away. He deployed to, I think, East Timor after everything else. So this was 2001, I think it was. She put in the married quarters, a below ground pool for $84,000. It was huge. He gets back, he gets posted straight away. She said, "Oh, that's okay. DHA will pay for the pool." No. He was so angry. He came to the golf club and was bitching and moaning about it, and I just pissed myself laughing. Because I'm a caring sort of person.
That's wild. So what's your week been up to, Pete?
My week. It was all right. It was all right. That's all. What? I watched a bit more of the Blacklist. I'm watching Netflix. I'm watching the Blacklist. I'm still on up to the last season of that with Redmond. Yeah.
Hey.
So
Tell the viewers about your great Chinese shoe scandal or your jumper scandal.
yeah, isn't that bad? So I went to go to a cheap store in the shopping centre just to buy a long sleeve pullover jumper because I only want to wear it on the plane because when I get to Thailand it's going to be 40 degrees, so I'm just going to take it off and throw it in the bin. So I don't want to spend a lot. So I went to Best and Less, I think, or Lowe's. Well, I went to Lowe's. They were about $20. So then I went to Best and Less. They were about 15. So I got one for 15 in there. And the sign up on the rack there said, Australian wool blend, 100%. And I thought, oh, cool, buy Aussie. Doing a good thing there. So spent my $15, took my jumper. The tag's made in China. And I'm thinking, why didn't they put made in China up there? Because they wouldn't sorry language, they wouldn't sell any, would they? So they've got to put Australia 100%. So obviously we export the materials, it gets sewn up in a sweatshop and we get it back here, and somehow that's cheaper, even with the cost of freight.
And do you know now those wool growers, those sheep farmers that grow the wool in Australia now have to pay a 2.5% tax to stop or to assist in the biosecurity thing when we bring in stuff from overseas. So our farmers have to pay to make sure our biosecurity is good
when the stuff comes back
for their direct opponents. Yep. So their competition, they're paying for their competition to make sure that biosecurity is kept as a decent thing, thanks to the Albanese government.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So his whole thing for this, but I'm not going to talk a lot about politics, so I'm getting angry about this fucking mumbler from bloody Marrickville. He said at the start, his whole thing was all about, this budget was all about lowering the cost of living, right? There's nothing for people like us. Nothing for people like us three, right? Who work and, middle income earners. Nothing for us at all. But we are getting taxed. Like, you'll be paying an extra $1,500 a year tax, Peter.
Oh, will I? Oh,
yeah.
Thanks.
Jason, you'll be paying an extra $1,500 a year tax.
On top of the
because
of shopping going up.
High income.
Hey?
The king of YouTube, mate, he doesn't pay tax. He's got write-offs all around.
Oh, that's right. But anyway, so this biosecurity tax now is going to add to our cost of living for food and everything here, because that same sheep farmer will sell his lamb to our shops here, but he's got to compete with the people from overseas who are selling their lamb into Australia now. So we're going to be paying a minimum of 2.5% extra for our lamb, or any food product really. I'm just using lamb, so I said about sheep. But then he's also put a 10.5% trucking tax into the area as well. So all the truckies now have to pay an extra 10.5% to get stuff from A to B, right? So that also is going to add to our cost of living crisis. So thank you, Albanese, you fuckwit. Bloody fucking moron.
Yeah. Now, I'm not surprised. I mean, it's always been that way. You look at any labels, it's made in Bangladesh or it's made in China or whatever. Nothing's made in Australia anymore. That went out a long
Outlaw
time ago.
paint.
But I got to tell you,
Outlaw paints are made in Queensland. That's not Australia.
That's the greatest country in the world, Queensland.
You know, I bought a pair of Colorado shoes. Colorado have always been a really good brand, right? Now, I've had shoes in the past that have lasted me nearly 10 years, you know, and these ones that I bought 8 months ago are already falling apart, and I'm starting to wonder, well, where are they made now? I can't read anywhere on it, but I'm pretty sure that, I don't know, they're still made in the States, or is it made in China as well? Because something's changed. All the sewing and that's all coming undone on them.
I'll do a bit of research for you.
I will pay a bit extra for something that'll last. And certain brands, they will last. But the jumper doesn't matter because I'm throwing that away.
But with Jason saying Queensland's the best country in the world, it's not, because your Premier Plastic Cup, she's decided to push through treaty legislation with Aboriginal people. So you're not going to be living in Queensland anymore. There's going to be some bullshit made up name for Queensland, which is going to be an Aboriginal name now. All your places, like Burleigh Heads, won't be Burleigh Heads anymore. That'll be something completely different. Or because Plastic Chook has decided she wants to be woke and look after a minority of people. It's fucking ridiculous.
You know, it's funny, you know, like Australia is having all these problems. That's just getting worse. I don't know, like different cultures have been here for quite a long time, okay, and they get different entitlements and stuff to make people come and live in Australia. That's fair enough. But you go to other countries and you don't get any special benefits if you're a Chinese living in Indonesia, or if you're another nationality living in another country. You don't get any special privileges at all. You know, I'm planning to move to Thailand. I still have to pay, and it is literally there at places like zoos, any tourist attraction, places like that. There is a foreigner's price and there is a local's price. And that's clear for everyone to see.
Okay, just did a quick bit of research. Colorado, Australian-based company, used to get their boots made and everything in the USA. They're now made all in China.
Okay, well, there you go. That's why they're falling apart. That's a shame. So that puts me off. I've got Colorado shirts in there that I've had literally for 10 years. You know, I wore a pair of Colorado sandals across when I was traveling around the world. I must have gone through 20 different countries, from Everest to the Sahara Desert, in these pair of sandals, and they were perfect all the way until finally, after about 8 years, I had to get rid of them and replace them.
One of the reviews just on the sandals, worst sandals ever.
Well, they probably are now. Yeah. Definitely.
There you go.
You know? Yeah. Hey, Jim, what's the temperature over there today? But yes, try being a Farang, which is foreigner in Thailand, and that's right. Yeah, you got to pay different prices and all the rest, but that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, but don't worry. In the next 3 years, we're going to have 1.5 million more fucking people living in Australia.
Yep.
That
where are they coming from?
Hey?
Where are they coming from?
Oh, they'll be coming from India, China.
Overseas.
There won't be many people that look like us that come over. They'll all be from China, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka,
Thailand.
There'll be a few POMs come over that are tradespeople and shit, but the thing I want to know is where we're going to put them. There's no houses.
Oh, mate, there's plenty of room inside Australia, the interior.
There's no houses, but
Well,
and this spot, right? You get
know.
a lot of refugees. So a lot of refugees come over and they have to live in regional areas. So they have to live in places like in WA, Katanning or Kojonup or down in Albany or places like this. They have to live there for 2 years. As soon as they get there for 2 years, they come up to Perth. They get out of work. They stop working. They then get, because they're refugees, they get housing straight away, and they then live on our welfare. Yeah, where's the fairness in that? When I can't even get my shoulder fixed through DVA, so my shoulder has been fucked through military service. I can't get that fixed because it hasn't. I've had a claim in now for 8 months, and they haven't even looked at it. It hasn't even been given to a bloody delegate yet. So what am I meant to do? But these people come over and get everything straight away.
Yeah, but they're coming over. It's not like they're coming over in boats. That seems to have stopped, or they're just not reporting it anymore.
The Liberal Party stopped that, but they're still coming in, but they're getting turned around.
It's a shame because I wanted to hop on one of those boats to go back.
Yeah, it cost you another big way, wouldn't you? You're always looking to save money, aren't you, Pete?
Absolutely.
If Pete got on one of those boats and he came over through Indonesia, he'd get back. He'd get housing. He'd get everything straight away.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea, right? Maybe I'll get it when I go. I'll be going into there as a refugee. So, wonder what I'll get. I'll get kicked out. That's what I'll get.
You get
not anyone
to a refugee camp and given nothing, and then sent home.
I can tell you right now that if like I've looked into it, if I wanted to bring my girlfriend from Thailand over to Australia just for a few weeks or for a month's holiday, it would take me 6 months to get the visa through for her to come visit Australia. Just because it's just one of those countries on their list that there's no, as a tourist, there's no rush. Oh, no, it's all good. It's all this. I don't listen to the news, as you know, and I'm not, don't get frustrated by it all.
I know, and that's why Hibbo absolutely stunned you when he said the Australian government's blocked people coming in.
Well, someone...
The government from Thailand, the Philippines, and other Asian companies have stopped, other Asian countries have stopped Australians coming in because they're all muppets. When we go overseas, get on the piss and run amok. Bilge thought it was true.
You had me thinking for a second there because nothing surprises me, eh? It's like, oh, hell, yeah, rightio. I mean, what they did in this country during COVID was just criminal in the first place. We became a communist state for the 2 years we were all locked down in here.
But I still live in a communist state.
That's just unbelievable.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, Pete. 9 months now, Jimmy says, for a visa.
9 months now, yeah. And yet I can just fly in there, get a visa on arrival, or like I did, applied and got one. Shit, I've turned 50, I can get a retirement visa over there and live there. That's the plan. So, and get away from this and the expenses and the costs and all the crap that the Western world. I don't know if that's the right word. Okay, Jeff, it's not. Western world doesn't really cut it anymore, does it? It's I don't know.
It could be worse, but we could have a person running this country or country like Jeff's got over there who doesn't even know his own name. And he wants to run again. I mean, all my American friends cannot stand him, old Biden. So it's just the whole world is now being bloody governed by fucking idiots.
Start saving up for your ticket to Mars now.
Mate, I tell you what, on YouTube I've been watching. There's a senator in Texas called Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
Oh, I love him. Ted Cruz, mate. I watch him, and it's nothing to do with Australia, but I love how he tears shit off and strips off the woke people. Oh, God, I love it.
I was like, I can't think of his first name, but it was a Jewish bloke, Shapiro.
Yeah. Ben Shapiro.
Who?
Ben.
Yeah. He's great. Like, he says it how it is. You know?
Yeah, you coming up?
Jason.
Excellent. Thanks, bud. You
That
coming
is
up here,
creepy, taking a photo of Jason's grandkids.
Yeah.
That is so creepy, Peter.
No, I asked him to take a screenshot for me.
I had permission. I've got
Love you.
authorization. It won't affect my parole, all right?
I'm pretty good, thank you, Jeff.
So that's Hippo there, down the
I have
bottom.
less than a week in this place that I'm living in now, so you'll see a new place. Not next week. You'll see my new place in 3
You going to
weeks.
go see Nanny? Where Nanny? It's Nanny Day. Go see Nanny. Off you go.
Yeah, run along.
Bye-bye.
Ta-da.
Off you go.
Hey, Jeff.
Yep, and the puppies are out there. Don't worry about it. No, watch the wall. Don't run in the wall.
Yeah, so 3 weeks you'll see my new place, hopefully.
Awesome.
Oh, God, there's Chunk.
Chunky's back in.
Still waiting for his sticker.
I'll tell you what's really giving me the shits is the shipping in this country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
just another thing, yeah.
It's just an absolute nightmare. We sent a shipment. Well, I got it picked up and everything to go to James over at the Sprue Box a month and a bit ago now. It hasn't left Australia.
Really?
Has not left our shores.
Fuck no.
Yeah. Has not left. And no phone calls, no updates. I ring. Oh, drive me nuts. Like,
that through
I'm not
Australia
getting sleep,
Post?
getting sick from it.
Is that through Australia Post?
No, mate. No. It's international shipping company.
Yeah, and then you got to go through all the junk mail and crap you get. What's going on there?
No, I've got a good order on that.
Every time I've got something ordered, I'm waiting for postage to come to my post office box. I start getting all these. Oh, your delivery's been cancelled. You need to pay extra fee. And I get all these scam emails. It's like they're sharing my information out to all these scammers to send me emails and crap. God.
And why I think of it, James from Smith's House Scale Modelling, thank you very much for the phone call during the week, mate. Really picked me up. Greatly appreciated, mate. It was just good to hear a voice that gave a shit. You know, it was. Yeah, I was a bit secondhand. Hey, MTG, Gilly. It's just an absolute nightmare. The price, you can have half a ton, is the same price as a ton to get over there.
Really?
Yeah, you want to go to the States? The price for 520 kilos is the same as 1,000 kilos. Yeah.
Crazy.
It's just... And like Braden and I work now, arse off. Like literally, you know, working our arse off.
Well, hang on. Hi, Gilly.
Oh, yeah. You know. Hey, MTG. Gilly's the best.
No, he's not.
Hey, he's a bloody awesome bloke.
He's a fucking idiot, ain't he, Gilly?
I'll tell you what, I did get good postage on. Tuesday, I think it was. Tuesday or Wednesday, I think I did. I got the Supernatural Impala for my darling wife for Mother's Day, or part of it anyway. She already got most of it. Ordered, Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday night. got here Friday.
So why isn't she building it?
No.
You bought her a kit that you're going to build.
Yeah.
Oh well, hang on. Has anybody at all watching this, anyone at all seen him finish a kit?
Hang on.
No. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. I said boxes. I told you not to stand up. Jesus. Oh. Yeah, I haven't seen you finish that. That's just a finished kit. Finished plane.
We haven't seen you do it from start to finish.
Did you finish the bottom of it? It's only half painted.
That's the colour scheme, you dickhead.
Yeah, like that's going to blend into the sky. Like, oh no, it's only half a plane because they can't see the other one. No.
Hey, Jimmy, you find your own legs.
What do I know? Chicken legs.
I'm about to take my shirt off, people. So is that hot in here?
Ah, quick. Oh, read that. There it is. Remove the stream. Oh, those legs. See, you got everyone going.
But speaking to Mrs. Outlaw, and doing a bit of research on the supernatural Impala, I'm going to have to, because she wants the boot and all the toolkit and all that in the back, I've got to order another one or two so I can do different parts on it. Like you've got to adjust this and that. To do the lights, there's another thing. So I asked her what she wanted. She said, I want it on a diorama base and I want it on a swivel and I want everything that was on it. I'm like,
on the bonnet of a new car.
Yeah. I'm like, wow.
That's just the bonnet emblem of the real car you're going to buy, right?
Unbelievable. Like, Andrew from Full Ball is actually going to do me the 125th scale Sam and Dean miniatures in 3D printing, resin printing, so that's pretty good. But that photo I think I showed you, how do I down that? That photo I showed you of the guys that die cast the Hot Wheels car. How do you put that up?
You can't. Streamlabs won't let you unless you put it on a PDF file. Then you can upload the PDF file and show it. It's stupid. I don't understand why it does that.
Hang on, I'll take a photo of it.
I hate it the way Gilly tries to sound Australian.
See, I've got this one, which I had to upload this as a PDF file just to be able to show it like that. And so, yeah, it's really compute strange. You can't just show a simple JPEG.
You don't hear me and all Australians try to sound like you, Gilly. You don't hear us say a boot.
Yeah. What's this?
Gilly,
Boot.
You take me on full screen there, please, Pete.
Oh,
God, please don't.
God, sorry. Ready? Look away. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, there it is. The Outlaw paints Ute. Yeah. Good.
It's pretty cool. Not a bad little Matchbox car, that one.
Here's Wombat Models. G'day.
Oh, look at James trying to sound Australian as well. Fucking hell.
G'day. G'day. Yeah.
No, Gilly, I don't like the way you talk, mate. Even when you bloody message me on Facebook, it's all funny. I have to try to get it translated.
You transfer it to Google Translate to Aussie, from Aussie to English.
Oh God.
All right.
He doesn't even put the punctuation right in "G'day."
Jason's good, Gilly.
So you like my boat? Look at that.
I didn't see it. Can you see a boat, Hibbo?
I'll see.
I don't see any boat.
Look, I'll show you the boat. Ready? There's the boat. Look,
Where?
there it is. There.
Can't see any boat. Can see a ship. No
See
boats.
it. Yes. All that needs now is weathering, which I've started, and the rigging, which will have to wait. And I tell you what, it's going to take a long time.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing Bilge move in.
Into his dollhouse.
Yep.
Into the dollhouse. Where is Bilge? Is he gone? He's out there with his hammer and nails and trying to stick everything down.
I think it's still bigger than your house.
Well, not much.
Well, I've been to your place. This is actually, his square meterage is bigger than what you got.
Really, it must fold out then a fair bit.
Well, if you watch the video, yes.
I didn't see the instructions. No, I didn't look at the instructions.
Yeah, so inside goes out left and right, poles
Right.
up, poles down. So you triple the size of that. So why do you have that? My God.
So do we know
Get,
they sell those houses, those tiny homes in Thailand as well, which is a good option. In Thailand, I can't own land, but I can put on someone else's. What's this? What are we talking here? Hey, big ship. Yeah. It's nice to have a big ship now and then. Ship,
I had a
SHIP.
great ship this morning.
Yeah. Some of those text messages I've been getting from you, man, I was so tempted to take a photo of my shit and send it to you saying, oh, thinking of you. I almost did. I just couldn't get one out, though. Maybe tonight.
well, constipation.
Yeah. Catapult hooks on the main gear area. What's this? Did you find regarding catapult hooks in the main gear area? Yes. So it's all inside the scaffolding of the catapults. The instructions are not very clear, but it's a shame that it didn't come in photo etch. Usually those parts come in photo etch in most ships. But anyway.
Nah. Chunk, he hasn't moved there yet, mate. He's just packed up where he is.
Thanks, Dad.
You're right, mate. Got to look after you. And Monique's been flat out. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, well, she's got no time to be on here.
No.
Don't see that chat.
And it's Mother's Day, so I hope she's getting spoiled rotten.
This is Gilbert's cooking.
Oh, bloody cars.
That looks good, mate. What's that? Spud.
Looks
Wow.
disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Looks disgusting, Gilbert.
What are you going to be cooking up at your new place, mate?
Oh, I have to wait and see.
Hibbo's cooking channel.
There's more of Gilbert's stuff. Good work,
Okay.
Gilbert. Gilbert Laughlane is his name.
The Jim Owen Cooking Show.
I don't know. when I get my new little Weber Q, I'll cook something up, put it on my show.
Can I have a bit of a dig at something that pissed me off? Is that all right?
Go for it. That's what we're here for.
All right. So Facebook, as much as I hate Facebook, but it's a necessary evil, they've taken away the option on the left-hand side where you can click recent to see recent posts. So now when you open up fresh Facebook, you see posts anything from an hour ago, 5 minutes ago, to 2 days ago. You can't sort them in order of recent anymore.
No.
And if you want to find them, you have to go scroll past all the frigging ads on there that they try to make look like they're posts from people you might know, to find your recent stuff, because you can't put them in order of recent anymore.
Unreal.
I wish I could leave Facebook, but
Well, you can. You just go leave.
no, I can't, because I need it for what you need Facebook for. But it's just that they make updates and these changes, which you have no choice. You just suck it up. That they're like the government. Bring it in, deal with it. You can't
How
have any
much does
choice.
Facebook cost you, mate?
Facebook cost me a lot of time, and I'm worth
No, dollar-wise.
nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, no, just thought of point that out.
What's
They're
that
not a
mean?
public service, mate.
What cost? What do you mean? That's got nothing to do with it.
But they're not a public service. Like, they do what they want because it's their company.
No, your Facebook could
We have
just be
a little thing up in Facebook there. If you click on it, it says settings, privacy, options, and there's no option to customize Facebook that makes it personalized to you, what you want. YouTube's the same. YouTube is very restricted as well. I don't want to see YouTube videos on my screen that it thinks I might be interested in. No. Just because I looked at one video on how to weather a ship, right? Does that mean I want to look at more videos like that for the next 3 weeks? No. Because its algorithm's getting it all wrong.
You're right, buddy. You're right, Hibbo.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
No, I've just upset Gilly a bit.
It's like
good. I was just being silly.
Yeah. I shop at Woolworths, so I get friggin' Woolworths ads come up advertising pet food. They don't want to get in there to buy pet food because I don't own a pet. They just do it because they have Woolworths up there, or because I'm a cheap bastard and they think I can only afford pet food. Pet food's expensive. Just saying.
Well, you got birds.
That's it. That's what happened. I bought that friggin' parrot seed once, and the stupid birds don't even eat the shit. So, and now I get these fucking pet food ads on Facebook for YouTube.
Well, hey, when you start swearing, I know it's hurting you.
Oh, it is. I tell you, when I go to Thailand and I spend a month over there, no more ads. Because the algorithm is completely thrown out because my location messes it up. I won't see any more ads for Woolworths or local stuff at all. Nothing, because it just confuses it.
Can you read?
You know what gets me? What really, really gets me is I'll look up something on the internet, right?
Yeah.
So whatever I look up, just say shoes, and then Facebook will send me ads for shoes.
That's right. Yeah.
Even saying, I don't know, I've never believed this, but I've noticed it. I was talking to Mum about something when I was over at her house.
Yes.
And then I'm getting ads on Facebook and emails about the stuff I was talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, how the fuck does that work?
Yeah, Mrs. Outlaw and I were talking about like ponds and stuff for the garden.
Yeah.
Just talking about it. Never looked at photos, anything. Didn't do a search. Nothing. Within 10 minutes, Facebook, there's all these ponds coming up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. That's the way it is. It's like your phone. It's not on. It's on, but there's no apps open, nothing like that. And I'll sit here and I'll say nappies, nappies, nappies. Say that nappies, nappies, nappies. About 10 times. I swear to God, in about 4 or 5 days, I'm going to see ads for nappies.
Well, you know why? Because they're already aware that you dribble shit. Your privacy is gone. There is no privacy anymore. You can't do anything, say anything, go anywhere without somebody knowing what you're doing. And even though you're probably just down there on the bottom of the list of important people, probably not going to be your concern at all. One day your child might turn out to be the Prime Minister of Australia. They got no chance if they go back and through their Facebook history and see what they're like, because the media will be able to grab onto that.
So that's why I'm not going to become a politician. I mean, I'd be a good politician.
No, you're not very diplomatic, mate.
No, I'd be a good politician. I'd tell them how it is.
You wouldn't last long.
That's why we need Pauline as Prime Minister.
Oh, mate. She's the only one with balls to say what she's thinking about. And she's the only one with balls enough to say it. Like Jackie Lambie, I've lost all respect for that bitch. I really, really have.
Look at that.
I cannot stand what she stands for now. She was all about veterans. Now, no. She will bow down to anybody who will give her what she wants. She's disgusting. She is seriously disgusting.
Hey, I just want to ask Jim, what sort of government will I be coming to Thailand the week after next to? Will there be a coup, or will there be the military still in control? The election's happening today over there.
I reckon it'll be a lot more, a lot less corrupt than the one we've got here.
During the last coup, I was over there, and there was a curfew at night. There were tanks in the street and cars on fire in Bangkok. Amazing. That was only about 4 years ago. So who knows what could happen when I go over, what the situation might be. Should be all right. But
you might not come back, mate.
Yeah.
Even better.
That'd be sad.
Even better.
There's the sarcasm in that.
And they'll freeze international bank accounts, so you'll be working the streets.
Yeah.
He works the streets when he's over there anyway.
It's just sad that I don't want to be here. That's what I reckon. That's what it all comes down to. It's just sad I don't want to be here. I mean, if I hadn't moved from Queensland down to Sydney, maybe my frame of mind would be a little bit better, because Sydney's just the worst place in the country to be. But, I moved to Queensland to get away from Sydney, and it was the best thing I ever did. But being down here is just miserable. It really is miserable. Yeah.
Fuck, I did my first equity and diversity course in 1998.
Hey, when I bought that jumper in Best and Lest, they wouldn't even give me a bag. I had to pay extra for a bag to put it in.
Yeah.
I said, why wouldn't I want a bag, Another 15 cents for a bag. Jesus Christ, give us something for nothing, for fuck's sake. Anyway.
You could have put it on.
I could have put it on and just walked out. Yeah, I could have done that.
No, you could have just put it on, or...
No, I couldn't put it on. I had my bike jacket on,
Well, you could have just carried it out. Did you have many other things to carry?
I didn't give them the 15 cents for a bag. No.
I didn't think you would.
I just carried it, mate. I struggled. I dragged it all around that shopping centre, back into the car park.
Did you tell them your displeasure at the 15 cents?
I tied it to the sissy bar on my bike and rode home.
Did you explain your disappointment with the 15 cents for a bag?
I wrote to them.
I bet you bloody well did.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. I am on fire today, aren't I? God, look at this. Good. It's only 10 minutes to go.
I'm sure there's something else you're upset about.
No, that's it for now, I think. Yeah, no, that's it. It's all good. Can't think of anything.
So we've got a few things to get out across the country already this weekend on starting Monday, so that's good with Outlaw.
There is one more I think I want to mention.
Oh, of course there is.
No, this is a good thing. So I'm doing an interview with Outlaw Paints.
Yeah.
Okay. And that'll be on the 18th in 4 days.
Right out.
And it'll be at a reasonable time, 11 a.m. in the morning, where everybody can watch it. So it goes for about half an hour. And I've got an interview with Jason of Outlaw Paints.
Oh, right, cool.
So keep an eye out for that notification for subscribers. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to Oscar Modelling.
And that'll be the lowest ever viewing content you've ever had.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Not if I put Yamato in the title. How about that?
No, I don't think so. Mate,
I was just reading my service record from the Navy. I should get my medical records actually. Awards and decorations.
I'm getting out of here.
What did you get decorated for, Bibbo?
I've got the AASM ET, which is Australian Active Service Medal, East Timor. I've got the ADM, which is Australian Defence Medal. And I've got the Return from Active Service badge.
Very good.
And paid off as a leading seaman combat systems operator.
Cool.
There we go. Which is a petty officer class 2 or 3? Petty officer class 2. So.
Awesome, Wombat. Yeah, mate. Please let me know.
Oh, would you fuck off? Oh, Gilly, you're a dick.
And Paul, yeah, mate. Glad that. How good's that RWF, mate? It's a beautiful colour. Very. Oh, what have you got there, Princess? Hey, come here. Come here. Mara, come here. Come here. Show me what you got. Come here. Come here. Huh? Are you coming up? Oh, wow. Look, that's Hibbo. Yeah, Tar. I don't know how you Tar.
Hello.
No, you can't have that.
Who's just frozen?
Look at you, yeah, mate.
Jeez.
You had only one chin.
I was a good-looking man.
Wow, what happened?
I know.
Jeez.
Yeah. And she's. Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, did my camera freeze?
Yeah.
Wow. It's not happened before.
There we go.
I think it's from a Buddha or something.
Okay.
So good.
How do I fix that?
Turn it off and turn it back on.
Can't see. He's like, ah! All right,
Not
son.
rocket science, mate. Well, I can't wait to get into this new place.
Oh, look. Pete's gone.
So it's good, eh?
You've frozen. You're back.
I'm here. I can hear you.
Oh, what have you done to your webcam?
I don't know. You said turn it on.
You had to be paying attention. He froze.
God.
Oh. Gilly,
Turn it
will
off.
you just stop being a dick, Gilly?
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it, Paul? It's when Braden and I were going through it all and getting all the codes and doing all that and all the spray outs, doing reference photos, and as you're putting it all together, as you're mixing it all together, all the pigments to get that colour. And I'm looking at it going, well, that ain't going to be nice pale blue. Yep. All of a sudden, it's a nice pale blue. It's just magic. So, yeah. Pete's still not connected. He's having
I
issues.
just sent Gilly a message.
Down, mate. Reaching out across the world.
Yeah. I like it. I like the oh, Gilly, you like sleeping with she-men. He's a dick. He's so funny. For a Canadian.
Bloody
So, because I'm moving and I don't want to risk loot, breaking shit or throwing stuff in the bin.
You what, mate?
Because I don't want to risk loot or breaking stuff when I'm moving, I've thrown a lot of shit in the bin. So I've got rid of the Missouri, got rid of the Bismarck.
What, the ones I got, yeah?
No, they're still in the boxes.
Oh, yeah.
The Bismarck I built, and I'm going to get rid of the Musashi and the Vittorio Veneto, because now I've improved. I'll get more. I'll fuck that. That's scary.
Yeah.
now I've improved. I'll just buy them again and do them again.
Oh, very good, mate.
So I've been very strong. I'm even going to get rid of my F111.
Wow.
And the F4, the Phantom. But I'm going to keep the A4. I might keep the Spitfire and the Iroquois. So, but everything else is packed away nicely to get moved, which would be good. Yeah, the F111, James.
The piggy pig. So what was your issue, Pete?
I don't know what happened. It's Himbo's fault. He told me to restart my camera, so it's all right. I just plugged it back in.
That was my second jet.
See you, buddy. Love you.
That was my second ever jet that I built.
Well done, mate.
It was pretty good. No, it wasn't a Hasegawa. I don't know. I can't remember what the Phantom was. So that's the first, and that was my first ever camo scheme. I thought it was pretty good.
Well done, mate. Really well done.
How long ago did you build that?
Hey?
How long ago did you build that?
Oh, when I first started?
Slow learner.
Mate, that is a very great effort, that is. I think that's a hobby boss, James.
Cool.
Big hobby boss. So that was my second camo. This was my first camo on the Phantom.
Mate, another great job. Yeah.
So that was my first aircraft. And you can tell because I put the kangaroos on wrong.
Yeah. That's okay.
They didn't find me.
Well, I've got
too many stickers on these fucking aircraft.
Yeah, pass them on to the local museum. Yeah, St. Vincent will take them.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
He just crashed.
See, it doesn't even fly.
I've got the 1-200 Arizona and the 1-200 Kitty Hawk coming.
That bright.
Oh, no. Bring out air
Drives a bit
transport.
anyway.
Let's get the NTSB in there.
Nah, my local museums don't like stuff like that, mate. We live in WA, and even though we've got a premier that's a veteran, he doesn't support us. So, it's a
Will
wanker.
there be an inquiry into that crash?
No.
Pilot error.
Oh, look, Gilly, you're banned from coming onto this channel, mate.
No, there's this big smell coming through the house, and I'm thinking, what are they cooking? It's popcorn. That's a silent train.
There's a bloke on Facebook and on YouTube. I can't think of his name, but he loves trains. Yeah, he loves trains. goes through all the train lines, right? And he puts a fucking GoPro on his face. It is so funny. What's his name? I've got to find it now. YouTube train bloke. His name's Francis Bourgeois.
I'm going he's French or French Canadian.
No, he's English.
Wow.
But he is so fun. Like he's hilarious. I don't know. I'm hoping he's not just taking the piss. But he's just so funny. I'll send it to you, Gilly. I just love it. I love watching him. He gets all excited when they blow the horn. And he's got a girlfriend, and she's hot. But he's doing a master's in engineering. See if I can find him when he gets excited. Hang on. His favourite train's named Dick My Butt.
Oh no.
So thank you.
It's 3962. Oh, that's it. That's it. Oh, quick, I've got to get round. I've got to get round to see it.
Oh, so he's doing that like real trains?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I've seen another guy that just goes completely off. He's in America, and he gets so excited when the train's coming. He's jumping up and down. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah. A mate of mine's son, he loves garbage trucks. Like he's actually got a YouTube channel where he takes videos of garbage trucks around Rockingham down south of Perth, and he gets a shitload of. He's autistic.
He wouldn't a garbage truck. Shitload.
He loves it, and it's great. Like, I mean, I love the way he does it. And I've known him since he was a little baby, so it's awesome. But it's the same with the ab geeks. Like they go sit at the airport and look at all the the jets coming in.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. I love the way people get excited about things. I love looking at ships. Like I
had a mate at school.
No.
He used to know all the trucks. We used to sit in the back playground and look from the primary school across the high school to the main road, and at that distance he could pick out Scania, Volvo, Kenworth, Mack, and eventually I learnt as well from the shape, and I could pick them all out as well, you know.
Oh, Gilly, fuck off.
Did anyone see the videos out there? about with the Japanese model show that's on at the moment, or last week?
No.
Yeah,
Tons are
on
doing the Tamiya Hasegawa. They put the model of the cars there, and then the real cars there. It's like, wow.
on Andy's hobby headquarters.
Yeah, he did one as well. Yeah, he went through the museum in the Tamiya store, but the show, go check it out. Like, some of the Japanese are doing some really excellent videos. You don't even have to understand it. Just look at all the latest new releases and ones that aren't released yet. They're showing off in this massive store in Japan, a massive show in Japan.
I thought Andy's was great because he kept pretty much silent the whole way, but just seeing the history of Tamiya there.
Yeah. And he's editing his video on the bullet train. Did you see that video he put up this morning?
Not yet, mate. No, but
good one. He's doing like 1,000 kilometers an hour on the bullet train while he's editing, looking out the window. But they had some amazing stuff, like even the Gundam stuff and all the other things. The colors are amazing, like the different shades of colors put on them. The quality, really good. They had the latest ship builds in there. They had all the latest cars, latest everything. Shh, already fed you. Bloody birds come back for more.
I can't wait to get into my new model room and start doing my V-dub. I'm really looking forward to that. I was watching Hobby Robbie again last night to see how he does all his rust and everything. So it's going to be good.
Yeah, I've been catching up on a few videos for weathering for this thing, because I'm just trying to remember what I did on my last ships, and I want to do the hull as well. So I've just got to be careful. I'll make sure I've got the clear coat. Everything's clear coated, so it's protected. But it's not just using Panaline wash, but I want to use some oils as well and get some other colours. But at the moment, I'm working on that superstructure. It's coming up really good, eh? Like, all the vents in the sides are all coming up nice. I'm getting all the stain marks and wear, just so it doesn't look like it's plastic. I want them to look like the steel that it is, and it's coming up really good. So, but it's slow. It's slow. I mean, this is day 2, and I've done like this much of that, the tower. It's like, yeah.
And where's it going when you move?
But hopefully I'm going to take it to work, and they're going to put it on display in the foyer because they've got heaps of room. Otherwise, I'm not thinking about that. That move option is now 12 months away. So for that long, it's going to sit here, probably gathering dust too, which is another scary thing.
Yeah.
Where's your case? Get your case, dickhead.
I don't want to fork out $400 for acrylic case to cover.
Why can't you make one?
Man, you've seen how much acrylic costs ever since? No, I
it's
can't.
Not $400.
Yeah, no, I can't make one.
Just a bit of a plug for Icky Sticky as well. Because I'm moving out of this place, I've had to take all the paintings off the wall, all my art off the walls and stuff. As you can see, there's nothing over here where there were giraffes. What happened was I used what the real estate agent told me to use, which were the 3M sticky things with the Velcro. But I was just pulling it off, and it was taking off all this paint. My mum showed me how to do it properly. But anyway, the bedroom, I had to do it. And the people that used to own this place, who I rented through, they obviously painted the walls themselves, and it was shit. They didn't do any prep or anything like that. So what happened was, when I started getting everything to paint the wall, I started pulling away bits and pieces of paint, and I ended up having a massive, huge area that I had to repaint the whole thing. So I decided I can't repaint the whole room or the whole wall because all the paint had peeled off. Anyway, when I'm doing the roller, it's taking off more paint. So it's actually taking more paint off the wall. So gone around all that. And I've worked it all out how to do it properly. But anyway, there was a little bit that was still sticking out that you could see the white underneath. So what I did is I got some icky sticky, the thick icky sticky, put it on my finger and put it underneath the paint and stuck it back onto the wall, and it stuck. It actually stuck. So icky sticky is not only good for fucking models and whatever else, it's good to stick paint back on the wall.
Wow.
So that's a good plug.
That is, mate. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, folks.
That's great. Yeah. Just mentioning, Jeff.
Too bad I didn't use Outlaw for the wall.
I'm going to say for Jeff there, suggesting I use MIG oil brushes. There's a place near here that they're open today, and straight after the stream, I'm going to go down and have a look at their selection of that because I've heard they're really good too.
Yeah, you know when you go and you got to spend money.
Yeah, I know.
Oil on them.
It's okay.
That's
anyway.
the ones with the oil on it, yeah?
Yeah. You know, I've got oil paints there, but you've got to be careful with those. You've got to drain the oil out of the paints, otherwise they'll take days to dry.
Yeah.
But I need to check the colours. I need the greys. I need the grey tones for this.
You need burnt umber. Burnt umber is good for all ships.
Yeah, but that's for rust.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got rust. I've got that. I've got the Tamiya panel line rust. Yeah, as well as the powders. So, and there's not going to be a great deal of rust on this anyway. I think the Japanese look after their ships quite well. So.
Have you been talking to your mate Jason over in England, have you? He knows everything.
No, I haven't. No.
He knows everything about everything. Well, he must have been there at Tokyo Harbour when the Yamato was there because he knows everything about it.
Okay. But we'll check out those oil brushes.
I was going to say something.
Bill's Rats just popped in and left. Did you mention him? He's got to go back. He's going back to work on his new house.
Yes, the Japanese do look after their ships very well. I went on to JMSDF, so the Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force ship. I can't think of the name of it, but all inside the ship was perfect. Like anything that was brass was polished immaculately. The decks were perfect. There was no chips or anything out of it. In their mess, so where you live, they had everything was just the ships were immaculate all through it, like all through inside. Outside, there was no rust runs anywhere.
What about just water stains and that sort of thing on the corners and
nothing?
Things like
there was nothing at all.
Yeah.
They get there. They get it alongside. This was alongside in Sasebo, which is I actually went onto 2 ships in Sasebo, and it was unbelievable. And we're not allowed to polish any brass inside the ship. That's like firefighting fittings or anything like that. But all their firefighting fittings on the Japanese ships were immaculate. I was just like, this is fucking sick. And then they gave us a big bag of stuff. Like we took over hats. That's all we took over. I gave this one Japanese bloke a HMAS Darwin cap, but they gave us this bag and it had these little pins that you put on your uniform or whatever, and it had the Japanese and Australian flag together. It had all these Japanese lollies and stuff, all these snacks. It had a Japanese Navy, proper Navy hat, like our Class 2s that we used to have, Jace, the piss pots.
Yeah.
Had a shirt, which was way too small for me. It was an extra large, but it wouldn't even fit over my head because they're very small people. But when we had lunch, because we had lunch on the ship, and when their guys went over to our ship to have lunch, they just had what we had. No, we got waited on, mate. They came with plates of Japanese food. They had sushi, sashimi, teppanyaki, yeah, everything. It was so good. Loved it. Loved it.
You said Sasebo. We've got IJ and Sasebo Grey in the military colours.
I do.
We have Yokosuka, Sasebo.
Yakuza. That's pronounced Yakuza.
Yeah, Yokosuka.
Yeah, Yakuza. That's pronounced.
Kure, Kure.
Yep.
Yep. And Japanese linoleum deck.
Yeah. No, the Japanese, the way they pronounce things is because I saw, because we were meant to go to Yakuza before, or Yokosuka. It's not. I thought it was pronounced Yokosuka as well, but it's not. It's pronounced completely different. It doesn't even look like it. But Sasebo is the biggest US Marine base outside the States.
Okay.
It's huge. It's massive. It's like it's got two massive big sports fields. So it's got gridiron, all sorts of things, but they've got their NEX store, so their Naval Exchange store, or PX is what they call it there now, is the size of Karrinyup Shopping Centre here in Perth, which is one of the biggest shopping centres in Perth. And that's for, I think they've got like 15,000 Marines there, Marine and Navy. They've got 7 ships that are permanently posted there. USS Essex is there. They've also got one of the other carriers. I can't remember which one that is. But it's massive. They've got an admiral. I'm pissed in the admiral's boat in his little cutter that he gets out to the ships, because we went with this. In the bar, they've got this building, and you've got 7 floors, and down on the ground floor, it's your hairdresser or your barbers. It's got Subway, pizza shops, all this food, which is extremely, extremely cheap. They actually bring Americans over to manage these stores, but then you've got all these different bars, right? So they've got a country and western bar, which is really good. They've got a sports bar with all your pokies, but at the top is a hip hop bar. So we went up there to the hip hop bar, and there was this big Marine rocks up. He would have been 6'6" and fucking boom, big black guy. And he comes and sits down and starts talking to me, and we're going drink for drink. And I said, "Do you want a drinking competition?" He goes, "Yeah." All right, no worries. So my mate Coco, who looks like the Cocoa Pops monkey, he went around and started getting bets off all these Yanks, and all the Australians were betting on me to win. So anyway, we start drinking. We buy each other jugs. So we're drinking jugs of beer, and the beer's starting to get very watery. So I said, "How about we go to bourbon or something?" He goes, "Yeah, bourbon." So we're sitting there drinking jugs of bourbon out of the jug, and you could see, like, this is just before it ended, the night ended. I'm struggling to get through this jug, right? But you can see this big black guy. He gets it up, has like a really small mouthful, puts it down. You can see he's doing the whole
Watch
lurching. Yeah. Then he has a big mouthful, and so I said, "Fuck it, I got to do it." So I sculled the last one, or the last little bit, which is probably about half the jug. Then he tries to do the same thing. He puts it down and he just throws up into the jug. And it was gross. And Coco walks around, gets all this money. We ended up getting around about fucking $1,000 from these Yanks. Because this bloke was meant to be a big drinker, and he was a fucking big drinker for a Yank. Anyway, we're walking back to because he was on USS Essex, and we were alongside pretty much. They were here, and we were that way. So they're alongside this wharf, and we're alongside this wharf. So anyway, we walk. Hang on, Chuck. Just listen. Just let me finish this. So we're walking back to the ship. So I've got my arm up around him like this, right? And I said, I need a piss. He goes, "All right, let's go over here." So we go over here and piss. And I'm pissing. I'm not hearing it hit the water. And what the fuck? What am I pissing on? I look down, and there's the Admiral's cutter takes him out of the ship. So I'm pissing on the admiral, this US admiral's fucking cutter, and he's a proper admiral, not like a rear admiral or vice admiral. He's an admiral, and I'm sitting there pissing on his little boat to take him out to those other places. And we get back to the ship, and the big Yank guy said to me, this was in 2000, said, you know, there's CCTV footage, there's cameras all around the admiral's cutter, and we got a fucking next day, or sorry, the day after, just before we sailed, the admiral is obviously someone's looked at the footage, and we get a bit of a warning not to piss anywhere but Navy issued heads. His fucking cutter. They didn't know who it was because the footage obviously wasn't that great.
What, do you have your lid on?
No. We're fucking civvies, mate. I'm obviously wearing a ball cap, but yeah, it was it was funny. And then we went to another place. It was the first night. I was shore patrol on the first night, and it was when USS Cole got blown up.
Yeah.
So it was the day after that. You know, there was a bloke on the ship who's a bit. He didn't have a filter. He hated Yanks. But we're in this bar, and there's music going on, and we walked in. I'm in there with 4 US MPs, and there's 4 Australian shore patrol blokes. The US MPs are geared up, so they've got their firearms and everything like that. We've got nothing. I've got a torch. Anyway.
I'll blind you.
Yeah. Anyway, we walk into this bar, and the music's playing quite loud, and then all you hear, the music stops, and all you hear is an Aussie accent yell out, "You Yanks, bring it on all yourselves." So he was talking to another Yank, but he was halfway, he was into this conversation. He yelled out once, you know, it's like those things, but once the music stops, you hear it on TV.
Yeah.
Like people just and they just yell things out. He yelled that out. And everyone just stops and looks. The music doesn't start up again. So the DJ's just totally, he hasn't put the music on at all. We get there, so we rush over to him because all these Yanks, I'm talking about big black ones as well, are walking towards him. The MPs, the Yank MPs, have actually pulled out their fucking firearms because they were worried about what happened to him. So it was pretty intense.
Very.
But we had fun.
Did you drag him out?
Oh, yeah. I called him a few names. But when we took him back to the ship, because he wasn't allowed to leave the ship after that.
Oh, no.
I told the chief Swain, I said to him, look, this is what happened. He got charged for bringing the Navy to disrepute. We got to, we left Asaba and went to Manila, and he got flown home from Manila. He ended up getting kicked out.
Yeah.
Because, it was massive. It could have been an incident between the Australian Navy and the US Navy.
Not Brisbane again.
Oh, fucking hell. When we were in Sasebo, there was Brisbane and Adelaide, I think. No, Brisbane and Sydney were in Tokyo.
Yeah.
And this was 2000, obviously, again. A bunch of the boys went to a karaoke bar. And one of the guys got kicked out, but before he actually left, he went over and got his bag. He had his lighter, like that. He goes up to one of the curtains, lit up the curtain, and that's lighters for my incense, by the way, but that's fine. But that lit up the bar and burnt the bar down. But they also stole a taxi. They dragged the taxi out of the fucking taxi, smacked him, and these are boys off Brisbane, smacked him around a bit, got in his taxi and drove it back to the ship. And that caused a massive incident. Those guys got sent back. The guy who burnt the bar down actually got charged civilly in Japan.
Good.
the taxi driver that they mobbed got paid out by the Australian government. Don't know how much. But yeah, they got sent back and kicked out as well.
Good.
And then the whole HMAS Brisbane's leave got cancelled. They actually left the harbour and went out into the left the wharf, went out in the harbour and went up at anchor.
Whoa.
The remaining days. So yeah, it was a good trip. We were well behaved. I dislocated my shoulder playing football in Hong Kong in front of 300,000 people because we played in Hong Kong in a racetrack.
Yep.
And the only place in Hong Kong you can gamble is at the racetrack. So they're all gambling on all the horse races and stuff. And I kicked a goal just as a horse won. And there was a big roar. Yeah, 300,000 people saw me kick a goal and cheered for me. So.
Yeah, it was go number 2. You weren't the favourite.
Yeah, no, they didn't really do that. It was a horse race. All right.
All right, boys. Awesome stories. Great. We'll catch up next. 5 o'clock next. 6 o'clock next. 5 o'clock next week.
Oh, I might be available for that.
Awesome.
If I've got my this place all cleaned and everything.
Be bloody awesome.
And if I have, I'll be able to show you that. Well, that's if the internet's hooked up. But I will come on for a little bit. And I'll walk around with my phone and show you my new house.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right, boys. Thanks for everybody hanging around. Hit the likes if you haven't already, and have a safe week. And,
how many watching? Yeah. How many were watching?
I don't know, mate. That's up to the stats guru there.
About 4.
We're getting there.
No, it's all right. We're doing. It's okay. There was like 11 thumbs up, and there were 12. There's 12 watching at the moment. So some people are lurking and not saying anything.
All right, guys. All take care.
Those that are watching that haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know when. Well, Pete, you say that's all your words.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thumbs up.
All right, see you.
Catch us later.
Hey, Gilly.
Oh.
That was to Gilly.